Killian and his nightmare is defeated. The solution to Imu's Domi reverse finally found, and a mysterious energy flowing through every corner of Elbaph. Do you want to know more? Stay right here to find out everything about the chapter 1176 of One Piece. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Severo, and whoa, what a chapter. A lot of reviews, the Straw Hat's finally moving, and did we actually find the answer for Imu's Domi reverse? Well, let's get into it. The chapter opens with a color spread, not too special to the story itself, but it is actually a remake of the volume 12 cover, which has also been used in the live action just a few weeks ago. It's a cute detail, but it's nothing special. We start the chapter with Vegapunk Lilith pulling an omnidraw convert, ODC for sure. It's a kind of energy converter, or something like that. But Frank asks because in this box they are supposed to hold the original Vegapunk, or something like this. And personally for me, this scene was the most interesting in the whole chapter. Lilith says that the Elbaph energy flows around for the whole island. Guys, to be honest, I'm 100% sure that it is connected some way to the Louis Arnold advice that don't stay too long in Elbaph. And maybe this flowing energy is what makes everything in Elbaph giant or bigger, because it's not just about the giant trees. If it was, it would be okay, but it's not just the giants, are the animals, the trees, everything there are so big. The answer is not just a race like the giants race, because it would not affect the animals and the plants. So what if the longer you stay in Elbaph, more your body absorbs this energy and start to grow or to become bigger. On top of that is an ancient lab there, which tells us that maybe in the past there's some kind of experiment or research in Elbaph during the Void Century, or even before in the first world. Because when we discovered this lab, Lilith says that it has been there for more than 3,000 years. So probably something from the first world, not the Void Century. And honestly, I'm starting to think if Elbaph is something more important than what we thought. It could be some kind of important kingdom for the past, or even the ancient kingdom, or some kind of ancient kingdom of the first world, like the most important kingdom of this era. But that's a theory for another video because it's so long and we need to read a lot of things about old chapter, SBS, everything, so probably I'll make a video just focusing on that. And one more thing about the scene, to be honest, I was expecting more from Vegapunk because he spent all the time since Imo arrived to Elbaph in an ancient lab, and he didn't show us anything, well, new in theory, but from the old era, but he just stay there for nothing. I was expecting some old technology or something new, but we had nothing. This is just something that I was expecting. So after that we have Nami, Sanji, Robin, Jinbei and Usopp trying to put out the fire at the library and the school, but Killian shows up and it's used. And here we see the Lindworm. We see the Lindworm, it is also called Lindworm, and this is interesting. Just like Nidhogg was introduced and then we got the Lucky's Fruit reveal, the Lindworm appearing here might be setting something up too. So this Lindworm may be connected to the Harlem mural when it says the Serpent of Infernal Flames, or it's just a theory because Nidhogg was connected to Loki, but it's just something that I'm thinking. It's not any theory or anything like that. So the Vegapunk ODC, the converter, he absorbs fire and frees the whole thing, the school and the library, which is really amazing. They are giant-sized buildings, and Lily converts the rest of the energy into something that she calls Super Vega Cola for Frankie. And Lily says something interesting. She says that your food is your patient. Well, I don't think that's throwaway. I think there's something more on there because the full team for Vegapunk is very important. We saw in Egghead and everything else, but it's just something that we should stay alert, but I don't think it's that important. It's just a small thing that I think we need to pay attention for it. So after that, Killian commands the Lindworm to eat the entire library and says that for the new world to be born, his story must be cut. And then he looks at Jinbei and calls the fishman the most repulsive race in the world. And guys, this is Oda showing us the Celestial Dragon discrimination again. What makes it even more interesting is that Killian himself, well, we don't truly know, but based on his appearance, very likely has the fishman blood too, which shows us exactly how deep this goes. They see themselves as superior even when they are the same of the rest of the world. And when Sanji hears that, he loses it, and honestly, I really liked the scene of Sanji defending his crewmate with zero hesitation. And with that I mean the whole crewmate, not just the woman. And then in one of the best moments of the chapter, Sanji, Jiben and Frankie come flying from a huge distance. Well, Frankie is not literally flying, he just jumped so high. He was quite far from there, and here over there, we don't know exactly with just one jump, probably with a few jumps, but it's still amazing. He was so far. So Jiben and Frankie take on the Lindworm, while Sanji goes straight for the Killian and completely destroys him. So guys, if Killian weren't immortal for that, probably he would be dead with this kick. But as we know, he's immortal, so he will regen and run or attack them back or whatever. So moving to the West Village, we have to fight against the Dome Reverse Giant. giants. And in a moment of clarity, Dory and Broggy choose to cut each other's head off rather than keep living like that. And then the Dummy Reverse breaks. So this whole time the answer was just kill them. It turns out that when the Dummy Reverse creature die, the control disappears completely and the person comes back fully restored. Well, to be honest, I don't know if I agree with that. It's quite strange that the answer is just that. It's a kind of makes sense because no one tried to kill before, because there's someone that you like, someone that you love. So for what we saw, no one before tried to really kill someone. We have that May Zebek have killed his own clan in God Valley, but we're not sure about that. It's not shown to us, so we cannot have sure that. Maybe he just ran that situation, we don't know. So for now the answer is that you just need to kill, but you need to kill with one shot. It's like Mahoraga from Jujutsu Kaisen, because we have seen before some lethal attacks, really strong attacks, but they didn't kill them in one shot. So probably you need to kill in one shot with like cutting the head off or the heart or something similar, like Roger and Garp did destroying the Zebek whole body. So, but I'm not 100% convinced about that. I will take it for now, but I will see better. I'm not convinced enough that it's just that. I think that maybe we need something more, maybe kill plus some condition, but for now we take it. For now, with what they have, we need to kill them with one shot. So the chapter ends with Zoro, Dory, Broggy, and Hyojin standing together, ready to fight the remaining controller giants. And well, the chapter was amazing. And the last thing, well, everything is so strange. Like, is everything going so good, so easily? Everything is fixing, the Dummy Reverse is being solved, the Kirinhan nightmares are being destroyed, the kids are saved. I think something really, really bad will happen in the next chapters. Maybe a Dummy Reverse in Luffy, Loki, someone. Maybe Imo take Brook with him to marry Joyce. I don't know, but I think something really big will happen, but I'm not sure about what. So let's see in the next chapters. We don't have chapter next week, and whoa, what a chapter. A lot of revelations, a lot of answers. Well, I'm not convinced about all the answers, but okay, we have it, and we have a lot of theories to do about that. So that's it, that was the chapter. So if you liked the video, please leave a like and leave a comment below what your thoughts about the chapter, what did you like, what do you think about the Dummy Reverse answer, about the energy in Elbaph. So if you like the content, subscribe. This is a new channel, so like, comment, and subscribe really helps a lot. So I'm so grateful anyway. Thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one.